Hey everyone, welcome back to Concealed Confessions, where we speak freely and heal deeply. It's your girl Pretty and Demetria. As always, we hope everyone is feeling blessed and highly favored. And before we get started, don't forget to follow us on our social media handles: Facebook at Concealed Confessions Podcast, IG and TikTok at Speak Freely and Heal Deeply. And also, we would like to shout out our sponsors: Jordan Craig Apparel, Blue Chew, Kiera's Irresistible Desserts, and Storyblock. Before I get started, can I just say that God is good?
All the time.
All the time. And all the time, God is good. And I am grateful to be alive right now with everything that's going on in our community. And as far as our vibe check, we got a special guest here with us today. She's a good friend of mine. She's been a help to our community on the east side since I've known her. Her name is Jen. How do you say your last name? Because I always butcher it.
Jennyfer Bucardo.
Bucardo.
Yes.
Jen, would you like to? I mean, how was as far as your vibe check? Can how are you? How your day been?
Yeah, how you feeling?
How's your flow?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Worked a little bit today. Got some good sales and then went home, spent some time with the little ones.
You
And
glowing like you just
I
came from the
swear.
beach or something.
well, a little bit of makeup does the trick.
Okay, I like that.
Girl, you really got
a
your
little
makeup
go a
on.
long way because you
really
don't
got
look
it
like you got
on.
nothing on. So
She don't just lipstick. That's it.
yeah, no, you got
Mostly,
it. You
mostly.
good. That's what's up.
But tell us a little bit about yourself, Jen.
Well, I am originally from California. Moved here when I was 9 years old.
So he told you. I know you had some son, yeah.
And I've grown up here in North Carolina. I have 3 children. I have an 18-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 10-year-old. A lot of people don't believe me.
Yeah, I didn't believe you.
Bro.
You just said that.
Yeah, he's
When I
18.
first met her,
That's
I
why
really
I
didn't.
paused and like, you lying.
No.
She lying. I just met you, you lying.
And I was 15 when I had him. I went to Asheboro High School. I was a freshman. So I was a teen mom. And, even though that happened and, several other things that, you guys know about me,
Yeah.
I still managed to finish high school, went to college, graduated from Winston-Salem State
Yep.
with my bachelor's in healthcare management.
Pop your
And
shit.
thank you.
Yeah, pop your shit.
And
you got to. You got to. Because
Well,
there's such a
yes.
stigma around
Right.
having a child at a young age. So,
Right.
yeah, you looking at a beautiful, successful mother, successful, very successful. So, yeah.
And so my focus at school was public health. And that's what led me into politics. And I know that's probably going to be your next question.
Yes.
And so what led me into politics was the fact that there are a lot of policies that we need to change, but we ask and we ask and we ask, but none of these things change. So the only way that we are actually able to make a change is to run for office because we're tired of asking and begging for things in our community to
This is your
change.
second time running for a position. What was it the first time you ran?
The first time was for Congress.
Yep.
And my priority was implementing health education as a core curriculum, like from kindergarten through 12th grade. And it teaches kids about mental, physical, and emotional health in school so they can, advocate on behalf of themselves if they're struggling at home or going through anything. They understand their bodies, their environment, and how they can get into a safe environment.
So, what made you decide to run for mayor?
So that position, I was thinking about it about a year ago, and I was like, well, I do want to change, things in my community. Why not start locally? And that's why I decided mayor would be the best position. They do not get a vote, but they are the voice of the community.
What do you mean they don't get a vote?
They are a tiebreaker. So the city council gets to vote on different things.
Yeah.
So there's 6 people.
Yeah.
If there's ever a tie, the mayor gets to vote.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I never knew that.
I didn't either.
Okay.
That's actually cool.
Low key cheating, I think.
I
Right?
swear.
But not really, because you gotta get a vote in, and
Yeah.
you're not gonna vote for somebody else. Shit, I'm vote for myself. So yeah, it makes sense.
I
makes
mean,
sense,
you gotta be fair. If I was running, I wouldn't vote for myself.
Shit, I would.
I would be nice and try to be fair. I'm gonna vote for my strongest opponent. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
No.
I'm my strongest opponent.
You're so mean.
I voted
So
for me.
mean.
Because if you're running, you truly
Yeah.
believe in what you stand for. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
I'm nice. I'm sorry.
Look, So let's get into these drinks though. These drinks are definitely. I haven't just drinking in mine. This is the soft
I've been
launch. It
drinking
looks
mine. You need to.
delicious.
Did you
But
drink this? Have you tried it?
but yeah, so you just talked about running for mayor. How do you balance running for mayor and your drinks? Is Latina Southern drinks is the
Yeah.
name?
So it's called Southern Latina.
Southern Latina. I like that. How do you balance that out? Because I always see you out in the community. So I can definitely give you that. So like, but I know like behind the scenes to run for mayor, that it's also a lot too. And then you're a mother. So
So
how does all that just
Kids
like,
be helping though.
yeah, they do? Okay,
they do.
okay.
they get excited,
But how
yeah.
do you balance that out with your drinks?
So I just started the business, and I started the business because I knew there was a need for representation in the Latin American community, and I wanted to bring a blend of Southern and Latina mix. And I was like, let me try to make some different drinks so people can taste some Southern, some Latina
Yeah.
inspired beverages. So I was like, all right, let me do it. It's been about 3 months. It's going well. I balance it by making sure that I manage my time very well. A lot of the things that I do are mostly online.
Yeah.
And I do have a little bit of experience since I did run for Congress, and that was covering almost 8 counties in total. This is just covering Asheboro.
Okay.
So to me, it's not that.
Have you had a lot of business?
A lot is especially using social
I know you
media.
said you want to do like the system for the like if a job comes and gets like the 4 and they get the free. Have you had a lot of those customers like the businesses? I know you were talking about doing that.
Specials or
I don't know. I remember I came to see you one day and you was like if like the runner goes to go get like the drinks for the company type thing. Have
So-
you had a lot of businesses like participate in that with you?
the clinics around the hospital. That's why I was like looking for a location around the hospital, and there are several clinics, and I'm like, if you buy 4, you get 1 free. And a lot of people love that because they work as a team in these offices. So it's like a little treat, and then somebody just goes and grabs it, and they love
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
So right now you set up in front of Kimbro's. Do you intend on maybe starting like a restaurant or expanding it?
In the future, yes,
Okay.
that's my goal.
You're gonna put it on wheels. Wow.
I have it on wheels.
Oh,
the
you
go.
put it on wheels?
On
What
the
do you
go
mean?
is definitely the
You said
vibe
you was like
today.
thinking about moving it, like traveling with it. Have you started doing that yet?
I'm looking forward to it right now. I just put up like doing parties, events, bartending as well. That's
I love that. You the Jill of all trades. I love that.
Keep up in
What-
that. That'd be, yeah.
This
yeah,
girl.
and a lot of people actually, spike their own little drinks at home. They pick them up and they're like, let me just go
I got
add
some
some.
Casamigo at the house. What you think about that in there?
No, La Jefa, definitely
Jefa?
for sure.
What is
yes, a lemonade with a little bit of lime and the chamoy and tajin on it.
You see me at the truck.
Ooh,
You see me at the truck.
ooh, I want to try.
I need 2 lajitas.
Two La Jefas.
La jefas. Yeah, get it
It's
right.
the boss lady.
Yeah, 2 la jefas.
Yeah, now she remembers.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely. But that's a lot though. So, okay, so say, all right, boom, you run for mayor, you get it. What about the drinks? Well, how I'm gonna get my la jefas?
Oh, you're still gonna get them.
Oh, all right.
It's all about time management.
Yeah.
Just
Just be patient.
Yeah.
Patience is a virtue. Okay, I felt that. I like that.
So back to you being a leader in the community, as far as everything that's happening, like the last 2-3 weeks.
The past 3 weeks have been crucial in the community.
How was
You've
that?
been outside, so of course you
Oh,
know.
yeah. How has that affected you in your campaign? Like, I know it's not a normal campaign going on right now. So how does that affected you?
So I'm very vocal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. That's how we met, isn't it, Demetria?
Yeah.
At the Black Lives Matter protest. I started them downtown.
Okay.
And I got a lot of backlash then, and just for doing it. But at the same time, I didn't mind because it was something that we needed to bring here.
Yeah, backlash. I mean, I could see it because we down south. I mean, I'm not from out here, and as much as people would love to say this is not my community, my address is here, but I'm not in Asheboro. But with that being said, like being down south is crazy out here. It is really different. So like, what kind of backlash did you face for? I mean, being the voice for Black people, like that. Just what happened? If you
Well,
don't mind getting a little bit
yeah.
into that.
From the Hispanic community, it was, why are you getting involved?
Yeah,
That's
and that's what I was
not
going to
any
say.
of our business. But at the same time, we see that happen. We see how it affects us now.
Yeah.
That ICE is targeting the Latino community.
Cause you know what's crazy? I come from Newark, New Jersey, and it's not Mexicans up there, but it's Dominicans, Puerto Ricans. You Black, so that's why I'm like,
It's like more of a cultural thing,
yeah,
right?
you know. So that's why I wanted to understand a little bit more. Out here, it's like they really do separate. Like these are your people, and it's not right.
And I wasn't supported by some of the members of the community just because I was supporting Black Lives Matter, and they said we have to separate ourselves from that. So I call out racism in the Hispanic community. I call it out in the white community. I call it out in any community.
You gotta call it out in the Black community too, because I'm pretty sure a few of them was probably looking at you sideways. But it's like,
And I wasn't fully accepted.
it's like when you have an event in your own town, they sit here and look at the outside is crazy because a lot of people from around the cities come out to support your city. Where you at, and then they sitting here looking at the outside is crazy,
And I'm over here an insider.
Yeah,
and I still get that, know. So it's just, I don't mind it because I know I'm advancing a purpose forward.
It builds character.
Even if I don't get the credit or I don't get the notoriety, it doesn't matter to me. Yeah.
It's not about getting in the beginning. So.
It's about justice. It's about bringing awareness to the issues and making sure that the people who feel like they don't have a voice are heard.
Definitely, most definitely. So, like she said, with the recent weeks, there's been a lot going on. I will say, it's been some gun violence going on in the community. How does that affect you, like being a Latina, being a member of the community? How does that affect your mental health? And like I said, with it being a gun violence situation, what's your views on gun violence? Like, how do you feel about that?
So with this situation specifically, I know the young man was defending himself, and I've been taught differently on how to defend myself if I'm ever in a situation where I feel threatened.
Yeah.
It's you can't just shoot somebody in the leg and then they go and grab their own weapon, and it's you eliminate the threat.
Yeah.
Right, and that's sometimes what people don't understand. So for me, once they did say, hey, this is a racially motivated thing, I was like, this is a problem. They're going to try to sweep it under the rug. We can't let this happen. So, I did take to social media. I do have a decent following. And most of all, I have a platform because I'm running for mayor.
Yeah.
And I am not the type to just stay silent or say nothing.
I was raised not to bite your tongue for nobody. You don't do that. Yeah.
She got a big mouth.
As you should. You don't bite your
get
tongue
some
for
people going
nobody.
now. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Don't give me a mic.
Honey, I'm
Don't give me a microphone.
Nah, talk your shit.
And she's very good with her words too. Like I love her. She has such a good soul. She's a good person.
Yeah.
She really is.
And sometimes you have to, give people advice on what the next step is, because I've been in that position, like, I don't know what to do next. I don't know what to do next, but I figure it out. And especially when people are looking at you like, hey, what do we need to do? What's going on? We're lost, and it's like, I feel like if I have the knowledge, I know I have the intelligence to look for the answers. I'm going to find it,
So speaking of that, what are some words of encouragement? Like, have you, don't really want to step into have you spoke to the family, but if you wanted to give some words of encouragement to the family.
Yeah, we've all experienced some grief, and not even just that, like you said, it was a racially motivated, thing, which I know that it got to send chills up your spine. It sent chills up my spine, Just the other day, I was in the car with my babies, and someone tried to run us off the road, and it was a white guy, and no reason at all, just him being a dickhead, and he's making gun signals through the window. It sent chills up your spine, You can't anticipate the next person, next move, thought, whether they're having a good day, bad day, anything. So if you could give some type of, like, just a little word to the family or anybody that might, be affected by it, what would you say?
I would say stay strong. That is the most important thing that they can do at this moment. Seek legal advice, because even though, they were charged, that doesn't mean the desired outcome might come about. So I do have a member of the community who reached out and said, let them know that they can, go through civil court as well.
Yeah.
Not just criminal, but also civil. That way they can take care of themselves.
Yeah, you want
Since
something
they
done,
don't
you
have
gotta
that
do
provider
something. Yeah.
anymore.
So have you spoke to the family of the little boy Liam, or have you?
No, I have not had any contact with them at all.
Which
But
that situation is still blowing my mind. Like that gave me chills. 7 years old, like
Oh, you talking about
the
the
baby,
recent
the baby.
yeah,
Yeah,
the recent event with the autistic child Liam. That's a real sensitive thing. I have an autistic son. He just turned 8 in August, and yeah, that's just a real
yeah,
sensitive subject.
we were all worried. I mean, all mothers, parents, they were just like, what can we do to help? What can we do to help?
Yeah.
And the community did come together. I did see them.
yeah, but they should have. Them Amber Alerts should have came a lot quicker than what they came, because that was
Yeah,
they were delayed.
I did have a question about that. Like, so how do you feel about, with the police and like law enforcement with sending out Amber Alerts? So, of course, we all read the different reports. I read a report that the little boy went missing around like 10, 11 in the morning, but the Amber Alert didn't hit my phone till like 3, 4 o'clock in the
Exactly.
afternoon, you know? Like, it, and he's nonverbal. I feel like there got to be some type of something different about that. But how do you feel? Like, do you feel like it should be some type of new law for alerts for children or even adults that are non-verbal and go missing? Because I mean, like, that's a different circumstance. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I would have to do more research on that. I don't have anybody that I know personally or what the needs are of that community to say, yes, it can be faster. I mean, you have a child. Would you suggest it be?
I mean,
Yeah.
most definitely. I mean, yeah, it's not about me. I mean, I want to know your views, but me as a mother in this situation, hell yeah. I mean, me personally, I'm sending up flares. Like I said, my baby is nonverbal, and I think when he was about maybe like 4 or 5, I hopped in the shower, and he got out the door, and he was probably outside for no more than like 3 minutes, and the neighbor seen him, but it was just like I lost my mind.
Yeah.
And it was a whole bunch, but not even him getting out the house. But now the police had came, and I'm trying to sit here and explain to the officer like my son is nonverbal, and don't laugh. But like I said, my son is autistic, so I'm explaining to I'm explaining to the officer my son is autistic. My son is in the background saying, "No, don't take me, don't kidnap me, help!" And like he's just like in the background saying help, and the officer is looking like, "You sure you his mom?" Like he's in the back
Okay.
saying help. Like, you sure this is? And I'm explaining to him like my son is autistic. Autistic children sometimes they repeat the same things. Sometimes they won't even talk to you. They won't every autistic child is different. It's like a fingerprint. They're different.
And I understand a little bit of that because my youngest one, I actually did have him tested for autism because he had a little bit of those.
Sometimes I knew a child that he didn't talk until he was probably like 7.
Oh,
But now he's a teenager and he'll tell you about yourself up and down. Like
You
it's
can't
just
even tell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I found out recently that there's not, so it's a lot. I don't want to confuse the viewers. So
It's a spectrum.
now it's a spectrum. Before they used to give certain names like cerebral palsy, global mental delay, and things like that. But now it's a spectrum, and it's like different levels to it. So
And I did see one of the comments. A lady said that there were like little things you can put on the children so you can track them.
yeah,
So I mean, if we can have a place where different places in the community come together,
yeah.
so those services are advertised properly to the entire community,
yeah.
that would benefit all of us.
Personally, And because I have a autistic child, I will say not like, because when you say that, I feel like you putting a tag on them, and like
No.
I'm not, I'm not putting a tag on my child, but I feel like communities need to be more vigilant. Like if you have a child in the neighborhood that have some type of disability, you need to go ahead and make it documented, put signs up like they have the signs, oh, slow down, children at play.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
have signs up. There's autistic children in the neighborhood. Like you have community watch.
Well, somebody
Community watch,
posted.
you're not just watching for crimes. You need to watch for the children as well. Instead of being, people are so interested when it comes to being messy and worrying
Yeah.
about your neighbor's drama.
Yeah.
How about maybe you need to get to know what's going on, if you if there's an autistic child in there, if your neighbor truly do need help. There's bigger problems in society, in the community. Your next door neighbor, those kids probably only had one meal at school today while you sitting having a full feast and a party, and things
Exactly.
like that. I feel like we really aren't in as interactive as we should be as a
The world
community
is
like
not what it
that.
used to be.
You feel me?
But the crazy part about it is, I seen a post. Somebody posted like it was a screenshot message. They were talking to the dad, and the dad had told the police to check the water, like his son was drawn to water.
So,
So if the daddy told y'all that, why didn't y'all go? But it said something about they were more worried about checking the woods than they were the water.
well, as we were prepping, I was just actually reading an updated article, and there's further investigation on this situation because they said that they had the officers check around the area,
Yeah.
and they didn't see anything. And then when they went back to the area, that's when they found him. And apparently he was staying with his mom's boyfriend. So
Yeah,
there,
we're gonna have
it's a
to
lot
see
of
how
things going on,
yeah.
so we just
Yeah,
really
that's
have to see how this plays out. That's why I'm like, I don't really want to speak too much into it, but at least when it comes to community and being vigilant, everybody is so worried about being in somebody's mess.
yeah.
How about trying to reach out and see if you can help heal or do anything to, you know, it's plenty of adults. Yeah, it's different of devices that we can put on our kids' book bags, hats, shoes, whatever. But there's a lot of adults that's out here. You invest so much time into sitting here being messy or involving yourself in the shit that don't have nothing to do with you.
But
Taking
You
yeah,
down
one
know,
of the
people.
try to be a little bit more proactive.
yeah, one of the other things though that we've seen is that, mostly moms do look out for children. Any child who's
Oh yeah.
around, we do look out for them. And that's like
Yeah.
It depends now because not
not
you
everybody,
feel me?
yeah.
Just because
But
your organs work don't make you a mom or a dad.
true.
You feel me? Just
True,
saying.
true, true, true.
So that's why it takes a village. It truly, that's pretty
It
much the
does.
sum of it all. It
It
truly
really
takes a
does.
village, not a tainted village. Like, nah.
But see, that village does require a lot of services, and we have those services, but it's making sure that people know where to get those services and also funding those services.
Yeah.
So, making sure that the city council knows what the needs of the community are, not only the needs of that community in the higher gross class,
Yeah.
but the lower class, the medium class, because everybody who has children, especially, this community is growing to where there are more parents moving from other places to Asheboro. It used to be a community where it was only elderly people or retirement community, but it's changing. And now we have the sportsplex. We have things for the children to do, but we don't have other youth programs, programs like the arts, things like this, where they can learn how to do this.
But we do. People just don't know about them because it's not advertised like that, or it is advertised. It's just not.
Higher costs.
It's not pushed out like it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause the after school program they did with at the GWCC building, don't they still do the? Isn't it an after school arts program? You know what I'm saying? Like they do homework with them, but it's an after school arts program, and a lot of people don't know that, and some people do. They just don't utilize it.
That, and also there are tools that you need. Who's supplying those tools? We need to make sure that they get the funds. Not not that it's only for a certain community,
I'm about to talk
but
to Chip about
more
that
if we
too.
can,
Yeah. Speaking of Chip, I know there's a community event. Let me see if I can find this.
September the 16th.
No,
What's going on September the 16th?
yeah.
The
what you
candidate
talking about?
forum.
Okay.
No, I'm talking about the fun day that they got coming up. I don't know if y'all seen it on his page. Let me find it. The GWCC Community Fun Day, Saturday, September 13th. This Saturday, sorry, from 12 to 4 at the GWCC building and parking lot. The address is 950 MLK Drive, Junior Drive, sorry, 950 MLK Junior Drive. Free food, yard sale, bounce house, music. They got a DJ Primetime. So y'all go out, have some fun.
DJ Primetime.
Yeah, Primetime. That's what it say.
Okay.
I ain't never heard of him. Have you heard of him? Probably. He good.
You sound. I like that name.
I do too.
Sound like
He old.
He sound-
I'm sorry. My bad, bro. Sorry.
It's cool, old school. Hey.
You know he about to be out there throwing some jams. You make me happy.
Here you go.
Hey, okay. What? I'm sorry. I love me some cookout music. I don't care.
Not cookout music.
That's what they're gonna be playing. It's all old people that's gonna be up there mostly. Like, I'm sorry. Like, as far as the people that's organizing, it's all old people. So I know they're gonna be playing old school music. It's NAACP and that's hosting it.
Yeah.
Like, it's all them. So
Yeah.
I love y'all. I'm sorry. I love
Yeah.
y'all. You know.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Well, the only thing that I want to let you guys as viewers know is that, or if they're here in Asheboro, to get out and vote, because everybody always says, I wish we had better leaders who understood us. It's usually old people making the decisions that, some of them are really out of touch with what's going on in the community. Especially those whose socioeconomic background doesn't match up with ours.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of younger people running at this moment, and it's very important that the younger voters get out and vote.
It is what?
Yeah.
Is it Kevin
Kevin,
Garcia? Is that his last name?
Yes.
What's the other young girl that's running for city council? The Hispanic girl?
She's running for the Board of Education.
Board of Education. Sorry.
But her name is Hilda de Cortez, but also Michaela
Yeah, I
Cassidy.
say Michaela.
That's a mouthful. Say that again.
Hilda de Cortez.
Yeah, I ain't gonna try. Yeah, I think I said it. And then Michaela's running for
For Board of Education.
Board of Education. Yeah.
So here's the thing about the Board of Education, and something else that everybody needs to know, and I say this every single week, there are 2 elections. They are back to back. So one's the primary, like the semifinals, and then the other one's the general election, which is the finals, where
it was like 2 people. It was like everybody the first time, and then the final 2 at the end.
So like I said earlier, you run, you win, you got your business going on. I ain't trying to jinx anything. I'm knocking some wood.
or don't.
Will we see you again, running again? Maybe if say things don't work out, you running again. Like
Probably.
What's the term for
I
mayor?
mean-
4 years?
It's 4. Yeah. But so I'll be honest, it wasn't I went in to have fun. Because I've done it before. I want to sharpen my skills, but at the same time I wanted to help the younger people that are running in this race.
Yeah.
Because I can make some noise.
Yeah.
I know I can make some noise. And I know I can get some people out to vote.
You can.
So that is the most important thing to me, to get people in the habit of voting. There's an election every single year. Even if it's not for the president or for the Congress members, it's for the city. And these people here in the city, they make decisions that affect your daily lives. Like, I don't know if you've read the situation where they are poisoning the water.
Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah.
What?
That's why
What water?
my boyfriend looked at me like I'm crazy. I
Our
got
water.
like 12 cases of water at the house. Yeah, Asheboro
you
water
drink
is
tap water?
tainted. Like,
No.
yeah, girl. We don't drink no tap water in the
it's
house.
not only affecting our community here, but also all the way to Fable.
That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, it's been
And-
actually going on for the past, for a while now.
I mean, I drink bottled water, but still, that's crazy as hell.
And the city council and the mayor
hold on,
are
what?
okay with that. So we need to elect leaders who care about our
Said they
well-being.
okay.
They're okay with
She
that.
about to pass out. She's so...
Yeah, they're having a meeting
Do
where
I need to start boiling my bath water or something? Like, y'all got me scared. What?
Demetrius at the
serious.
well.
You didn't get that letter?
I don't know. I barely read my mail. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
You stuck in the
There
damn
are
well.
cancer-causing
honey,
chemicals.
my heart over here pounding right now. Like, do I need to start boiling my bathwater? Like, do
I mean, that's how I
I need to
felt
go
at
back to the
first.
pail? Do I need to buy me a pail?
You'll be fine.
But in
no
order
but.
in order to make sure that the residents in the city, and not only this community but other communities, are safe, we have to elect leaders who are putting the people over the profits.
That should be your number one priority. Well,
It's
not the
all
number one, but
my
that should
priority is the
be-
youth.
I mean, after that, then our water.
Yeah, then our
'cause-
water and our air, because that same company, I live very close to it. There's on a monthly basis, I smell some kind of chemicals in the air, and
Yeah.
it's just we as regular people can't test that, So we're like, who gets to make these decisions
Yeah.
of what these companies are allowed to
Who does make
let
those
out?
decisions?
The city council, the mayor. These are the people that bring these
Yeah.
things up.
So have you visited like the high schools to go talk to any of the, any of the seniors and stuff that'll be, once they turn 18, they able to vote and stuff like that,
I was actually a substitute teacher, so I know a lot of the kids in the city schools, and
I mean, yeah,
especially-
you know them, yeah, but have you actually, went out to talk to the, maybe like the principal, see if you could do like a, what is it, like,
yeah, they're very
go inside
picky
the
with that.
auditorium or something, but you feel me, like something like that, go out to the schools,
It would be nice, but they're
voice
really,
of reason.
Yeah, they're really with that.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
See, that's why
yeah.
I mean, I'm glad, I'm happy with what you're doing for the community, but I'm glad it ain't my community.
Girl, you live here. It is
exactly.
your.
This is not my
community.
community.
Yes,
My address is here. This is not
you're
my
gonna.
community.
You're. This is now your community.
No, the fuck it ain't.
You, girl.
Girl.
How long are you gonna be here for?
To the summertime,
you're
respectfully.
leaving?
Yes, the fuck
you
I
going?
am. The fuck away from here.
Why?
Because this is not my community.
I'm done. I'm so done.
Yeah.
So when you are elected, well, yeah, I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna manifest it. When you are elected, what's the first thing you gonna do?
We'll celebrate. Just yay in my home.
I
I thank
yeah.
everybody for getting out there to vote, because it's not going to be like my win. It's going to be the community's win. If they
Yeah.
really want to, see something
You
change.
think, what I think would be dope? If you win, you should start like a 24-hour rally of peace every year. That's what they do back home in my community. We have a 24-hour.
You know what? Go home.
And I will. But we have a 20 it's really good though. It's a 24-hour peace rally where everybody comes together, no violence.
Oh,
I mean, the police are there and everything. Like, you think you about to start some problem, your ass is out. But literally, it gives everybody the opportunity to come out and be a voice of reason. 24 hours of peace. And it sounds crazy, but I mean,
What do they do?
I mean, if you can get like some nonprofit people to come out, people that would love to, they have trucks they want to come out and
NAACP,
donate and
all
things
over
like
that.
that. Just anybody that want to come out to be a part of it. Just food, music, and just have the community come out and basically demonstrating how your community can come together without violence, without no type of drama, and 24 hours of peace.
Yeah.
That'd be real nice.
Yeah.
It don't have to be a monthly thing or just once a year. I feel like that would be dope. When
on a monthly basis would be nice, because
that would be love, but you
Yeah.
feel that I feel like after that might be a lot to ask for people.
Coming out every month,
But
you pushing it.
People act like you. People act like you asking for a lot. So, but that's
do.
what I'm saying. You feel, but that'd be a nice start. You win, because if you get it the first time, if you win this first time, you could go again, right? Go again, and then you feel me. And if you want to do it for every month, but I feel like that would be something nice to celebrate with, like a 24-hour peace rally. Like everyone can come out and celebrate you winning for mayor, but at least they can, I think that would be really, really dope.
Yeah, because I know a lot of communities, a lot of people in the community that have their own organization, nonprofit organization, with services that they provide.
Yeah.
And they're always giving things out. They always get grants to do events that help children, mostly children, and getting them all together would is something that they would probably like too.
That would be see that I feel like that would be something really nice for you,
Yeah.
especially and even and yeah.
Tailored
Hell
to the youth, to the children, bouncy houses, food.
24 hours apiece.
Baby's little bit.
So one of the things that I'm glad you brought that up was that I was assaulted at that gas station, Save More, right down the street.
Yeah.
The drive-through gas station. And after I was assaulted, I was arrested for trespassing. Even though one of the officers had told me to stay there and wait for the manager. And then that officer got off duty. And I said, call that officer.
Yeah.
They're like, no, he's off duty. We're not going to call him. So then I got arrested. So I feel like that's one of the places that got me into, fighting for justice because it was an injustice to me. Then I went to jail. Yes.
It's crazy.
That's not where it ends, guys.
That jail is horrible.
That is not where it
Don't
ends.
ask me how.
So then after that, I went to every single I still had those charges.
Yeah.
They took it off. I didn't even have to go to court. They're like, okay, our mistake. We found out, that the officer did tell you to stay.
Yeah.
You were wrongfully arrested, whatever.
They abuse that
But it's
badge
still,
sometimes.
but it's still on my record.
Yeah.
One. Two, the person that assaulted me, nothing happened to her. All the charges were dropped. And on record, it says that the witnesses never showed up, that's why it was dropped. But that's a lie because it was me and my mother who were assaulted. We showed up to every single court date. I had to call the courthouse every single time. And I was like, hey, when is the court date? When is the court date? When's the court date?
Yeah.
And I showed up and I showed up and I showed up. But on the record, it says that I didn't show up. And I didn't find out until like very recently. Because I had to go to court for child support, which is a whole different story. Let me tell you about that system. Terrible.
Next episode.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Next
a
That ain't no
girl.
problem.
But then that's when I looked at it and I was like, oh no, I have this judge. I was like, I cannot. I was traumatized from that experience.
Yeah.
Because it was just a terrible experience to go through. But then her charges were dropped. And the thing is, I even testified on the stand of what happened, and on record, on paper, online, it says that we didn't even show up. Yeah.
Corrupted justice
Aren't
system.
there cameras like going in and
This
out
the-
the courthouse?
See, and this happened.
Can we pull the camera footage?
And this happened so long ago, but then I was like, okay, I can't believe this is happening for real. What do I need to do? And
Run for mayor.
and I reported it. I did, yeah. But
Hey, yeah, I'm serious.
yeah,
Like, I'm serious. Let your shoulders down. You know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna run for mayor on your bitch ass. That's exactly what she did too.
but and that's like one of the injustices that I've gone through here in this community, where I see there is a lack of justice towards our communities, towards the communities of color. Because was it corruption? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not an attorney, but we all know. Get this lawyer. They're continuing to wait for an ex-lawyer.
Yeah.
I mean, ex-judge. Why? Because he might, we all hear it. But some of us experience it in real life.
Yeah.
And that's not the only experience. I personally was sexually abused as a child, and nobody ever charged anybody.
Yeah.
So, the Department of Social Services was aware. So this is where my fight for implementing health education came from. Because if we give kids the access to the tools that they need to get help, to how to advocate on behalf of themselves, because a lot of these instances come from family members, right? So that's another system that fails children, another system that failed me. So there's a lot of, things that I've seen personally that a lot of things that have hit me that I'm like, if I can help somebody else with what I've experienced personally, because wisdom doesn't come from age, it comes from experience. And I've had several experiences within different fields, like, child support, Department of Social Services, law enforcement, legal system.
You realize nobody gonna have you unless like you got you.
Exactly.
So yeah.
And I had to learn how to fight from a very like young age. So that's why I'm a
And
fighter.
that's sad. So many kids
Yeah.
have to learn how to
Yeah.
fight at a young age.
Yes.
Amen.
And
Have to
that's why
grow
I
up
don't
so
back down.
fast.
I like that.
Yeah, and that's how I learned how to fight these systems that are designed to keep you stuck, to keep you poor, to keep you ill.
I like that. That's the type of leader that this community needs. Somebody that can't be bullied.
Yeah.
I like that. I like.
Thank you.
Vote for her for mayor. I'm serious. I
And
like.
see,
Yeah.
and the reason I advocate a lot for mental health is because I did mental health. I received mental health services for a very long time since I was a teenager, right? And it helped me.
Yeah.
It helped me get through a lot of the things that it helped me recover
Yeah.
to get to a baseline. But then I learned, and I had knowledge upon knowledge upon knowledge on how to help our community.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I need to be able to implement these things, and the best thing to do would be to run for these positions, because we can't ask these people to do it. They don't understand. They've never been through it.
Yep.
They're not going to understand the need that these people have.
Yep.
So I do.
I like. Yeah.
So, what would you tell our young people that are struggling with mental health? What will be their starting point?
Do not be embarrassed. The number one thing, do not be embarrassed. I know there's still a stigma for some reason, and I've been on different boards trying to fight the stigma for around mental health issues. People think, oh no, that's for crazy people. And I went to the Winston-Salem State, HBCU, and I did a lot of in-home visits for one of my, internships. Worst.
Why you say
That's a white people thing. That's a white people. Nah.
what?
Nah. A lot of older African.
I felt
You
that
know what
nod.
you knew.
I
Yeah.
felt that.
A lot of older African American families and even Hispanic families say no. That's a white people thing. That is not a white people thing,
my
guys.
God.
That is something. Your body doesn't work without your mind. And if your mind's not at 100%, your body's not going to be at 100%. No matter how much you go to the gym, how much you work out, your mind needs to be at a place where it can feel safe. Because if you're always, I need to do this, I need to do that, or in a place of fear or in a place of lack, then your body is not going to feel safe ever. Your nervous system is not ever going to relax. So don't let people tell you that, mental health is not real, that you can just push through, Some things you can't push through.
Real.
Some things you need to go into it and, attack it. It's like, that's how I see it. It's like, it's me versus me.
All the time.
All right.
All the
And we're doing it to get better.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of what people are gonna say. And it's not, it's schizophrenia. Sometimes it's anxiety. Sometimes it's depression. Depression is real. It is real.
Very.
You as you get older, you realize you truly are your only biggest enemy. Like it's not the person next door. It's not the person at school. It's you. You truly become your own biggest enemy.
And you asked me, how did that make me feel? Oh, people were attacking me online. They said that I was racist, and it almost got to me until I remembered who I was.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And the only way you are ever going to know who you are is if you truly look at yourself and work on those things that you don't like. And that's a mental thing. That's always going to be a mental thing. My therapist costs $100 an hour. It was worth it to me. If you have insurance, your insurance will cover it. If not, those are the things that I want to make sure that we have here.
Yeah.
That access to those mental health services, that it's not a stigma anymore, because they are necessary. They are needed by a lot of people. And I know the suicide rates for younger people are going up.
Oh, yes.
And we have to attack that issue head on.
Adults too is actually skyrocketed the past few years.
And a lot of it has to do with poverty. A lot of the crime that, violence has to do with poverty.
Yeah.
So in not having enough programs for our youth.
Yeah.
And to help our parents.
Yeah, especially around here too, Because when we was growing up around here, we had Boys and Girls Club. So like, you didn't have a chance to be out in the streets because everybody wanted to be at the Boys and Girls Club. Like, they did. They took us everywhere, bowling, swimming, movies, everything. Now these kids don't have nothing. Like,
Right.
they still have it, but they took it away from the hill. It's on a different side of town. Like,
And see, and we need it accessible to every side, every part of town. And not only, people are like, oh, that's just for low income people. It's for right now, everybody is struggling.
exactly.
Everybody is struggling.
Life be life.
Yes. Especially under this administration.
I ain't even
Where are
got
the
no kids,
prices?
and I be
The prices
struggling.
have not gone down.
Yeah.
I mean, it was mostly a race thing. We all know it, So we just have to make sure that we have local leaders who are helping our communities.
Yeah.
Even though the federal government isn't at this moment.
Talk your shit.
Period.
All right, y'all. Well, that's going to wrap up our episode. Thank you for joining us on this journey through our hidden corners of the human heart. Concealed Confessions is more than just a podcast. It is a space for honesty, healing, and hope. Together, we'll uncover the powers of truth and the freedom that comes with it. Comes with letting it go. Sorry. Thank you for joining us again, and until next time, babies.